gentlemen. Darlell, welcome to show number 6 of The Gentleman. Yep, I'm back for another week. This week's show is called See You Next Wednesday, in the theme of the guests that we have on later, Jack and Gina, who present a Tuesday show called See You Next Tuesday. They're coming on the show later. And, yes, so, it's been an eventful week, lots to do, lots of people to meet, etc., etc. You know, civil engineering isn't an easy degree, you know. But, yeah, I'm here with another show. And the show's also going to be filled with features that you all know and love, like Who Are You?, which will come up later when we quiz the guests. And I'm also going to do my weekly rant.
You're listening to The Gentleman on Radio Now.
And this week, I've been doing these applications, etc. And part of those applications, you have to log in and create a login to get an account. This is what I just want to discuss with you guys. What do you feel about, like, do you find them patronising? This is one thing I know is they're very patronising forms to fill in. I mean, they're like, please provide a password. That's fine, easy question, done, you know, whatever it is, Radio Brunel 1. That isn't my password, by the way, it's just an example. And then they go, can you please repeat that password, just in case you've forgotten it within 2 minutes of actually writing the blooming thing? I mean, what are they expecting you to do? Like, pull it completely Brunel Radio 2? I mean, really, is that really the quiz they're going to ask? And then they ask you for a security question. It's like, this is your life off the telly. What is your mother's maiden name? I don't know, I'm sure people already know that, but it's backtracking a bit, isn't it? What was the first pet you ever had? Come on, what are they trying to get out of me? Like, they want my birthday, my PIN? Sometimes they ask you to confirm your email address. And I mean, if there's anything I know more than the back of my hand, it's my blooming email address. Can you please repeat your email address? Is security that bad? I mean, like, what annoys me is when, you know, no one reads the bit where you put, like, when you put your password in, no one reads the rules and regulations for that password, i.e., it must contain a number, it must contain a asterisk, all those stupid things that you have to add to a thing. Well, I don't get it. Like, are you supposed to read all that stuff before you do? I mean, what I usually do is put in, everyone does this, everyone's got one password, 1 or 2 passwords. Let's not beat around the bush. So security from the off is gone. Everyone's always using, like, Radio Brunel 1. That's what everyone's using for all their accounts, Facebook, Gmail, all of them, right? So when it comes to a new application, I'm not going to be like, oh, actually, I might push the boat out and give myself something extra to remember. How about another password? So you put in the same thing. So you put in Radio Brunel 1, and then they chuck in a curveball. You're like, sorted. I've remembered this for 5 years now. It's been Facebook, Gmail, Twitter, Bosh, right? Then they chuck in a curveball. It must contain a capital letter. Wow, a capital letter. Where'd you put a capital letter? Are you going to make it the first letter? No, too obvious. Maybe you put it as the O. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll change the O to a 0 and then put the R. You got yourself an entirely new password around the original theme, which you think's fine. You're like, I've remembered Radio Brunel 1 for years. Let's try and remember something else. Capital letter R, Radio Brunel 1. Fine at the time. I mean, you even put it back into the confirmation section. You know, please repeat your password. Easy. Capital letter R, Radio Brunel 1. You feel fine. You're plastered with flying colours until 3 months later, you don't use that account very much. I mean, something like an Oyster card, where really you top up wherever you go. You go to a train station, you top up, and, you know, but for certain jobs, you need to claim expenses on your Oyster card. And the only way to do that is to log into something called Oyster Online. And that is something I don't use often. I mean, I'm not there looking at my transactions for my Oyster card, that's for sure. And they're chucking a curveball with their differential password system. They want the capital letter, they want the number, they want it to be 8 characters long. And they chuck in the curveball and you're like, sitting there for ages, like, what on earth is this password? You tried all of the ones you think it is, aka the only one you use in your life. And you're like, oh, I might have to play around with the letters here, there might be a capital letter here and there. Still, nothing. So what do? Do what everyone does in that situation. Forget me. And then they start asking you these questions. You've already forgotten your password. Are you really going to remember your blooming, what you put down as your first pet? Or your favourite place in the whole entire world? What are they trying to do? Keep us permanently locked out our accounts? What a nightmare. What a nightmare. I had to spend half an hour on a phone call to TFL the other day to try and get that done. I ain't got time for that sort of thing. Busy man. The gentleman, for God's sake. But on that note, it's time for another song. It is time for another... I'm getting people in the party mood. It's Wednesday. It's gloomy outside. Let's get people partying. Let's go, get people ready for liquid. Wherever you're going out tonight, message me in on Facebook, the Gentleman's Facebook page. Go to the Twitter, @Radio Gentleman. Facebook, www.facebook.com/Radio Gentleman. Get on it. Message me. Tell me what you think about your password. If you really want to, what you think about my rants. So this is the point where we introduce the guests that aren't here yet. I've been told to make it more dramatic because it always sounds like that I'm not advertising the guests well enough. So I've thought of a tune that I could play in the background for this. I've just got to find it. I'm going to go with any of these. Let's go with that. So yeah, bit of drama to the so yeah. On this week's show, we have the hosts of See You Next Tuesday, and they did a show last year. I cannot remember the name of it.
It was Happy Hour.
Happy Hour, that was it. So they did the show last year called Happy Hour, and even though it was 2 hours,
it was 2 hours, yeah. But
Happy Hours. They did a show called Happy Hour, and yeah, so they're on the show this week in a show I've called See You Next Wednesday. Yeah, clever. And I'm going to bring them in with the jingle that I do every week. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We feel very honoured. Thank you.
So a good week. Have you had a good week?
Yeah.
Excellent week. You're sad, but
I've had a very good week.
Had your birthday?
Yeah.
So did you have a good show yesterday?
Yes, we had a guest as well called George.
George danced on the show.
Yes, he was taking Savvy's place because obviously she's not here. She's skiing.
Yeah, I know.
I know, a bit jealous, but it's okay, But, it's been good, hasn't it?
I still feel a bit hungover from Monday.
That's what being 22 does to you.
Yeah, I know. Now that I'm 22, I can't handle my drink anymore.
No.
I just feel like...
The hangover's like 2 days now.
Yeah, it's like a 2-day hangover now.
Yeah, that is quite bad.
It is.
What did you do for it? Did you?
Well, I went to the Natural History Museum.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty wild. So that was pretty wild to start with.
Okay, yeah.
And then we came back here and I drank a lot. We went to Locos and we went to a friend's house. But I just drank because everyone was buying me drink. Everyone was trying to get me to be sick.
Yeah, I've heard you were quite a state.
I was a state.
Yeah.
A massive state.
I wasn't sick.
No, it's because he asked for water, and so obviously I was like, okay, I'll go get you some water, and then was taking it slowly, and everyone was like, oh, you can't do that, it's cheating, and I was like, no, you need it just to keep going. Obviously you would have just passed out somewhere.
Yeah, because it was that kind of like, what was it, like JD and Coke or other whiskies or whatever, where like when you have those kind of shots and those kind of sugary drinks, your mouth just goes really like dry and it's really, really sickly. And I just needed and I would have thrown up otherwise in Locos.
Yeah.
And they were like rugby players there, like half naked as well, and that made me throw up as well. So
they were like proper rugby players, their bums hanging out.
Their bums hanging out, and I felt really sick, and I just needed a glass of water just to, like, deal with it.
Yeah.
Just to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then we ordered pizza at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 2, 3 in the morning we
Is
ordered
that
pizza.
places open at that time?
Apparently so. Not good pizzas.
They're not places to go. They're not places...
No. The actual,
Just-
pizza base smelt of plastic. That is how horrible it was.
Yeah, I thought they were worryingly quick as well, from the time that we ordered to the time they...
There's a lot of
Yes.
places out here that are worryingly quick, though.
Yeah.
Even Yum Cheese a little bit on the dodgy side.
Yeah, I know.
This was called Munchies.
Oh,
is that where they got it from?
Oh, I've heard of the Munchies. Oh,
Munchies,
God.
yeah.
No, it really was.
Oh, sorry, other places are available.
So we're going to start with the first jingle of the show called Who Are You? And it has a jingle.
We need to get jingles.
So, I don't know if you've listened to the show before, but every week there's a chatterbox. I don't know what you guys call. Do you call them fortune tellers? This is the debate of the show.
I called them, like, fortune...
I can't remember, but I remember doing them a lot and making them a lot.
Okay,
They were pretty cool.
Yeah, and usually, well, for the past few weeks there's been themes. And even the listeners are probably thinking, there's not going to be a theme this week, because last week was Valentine's Day, all that sort of stuff, those hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've done a birthday one for you.
Oh, that's nice. Oh.
So what we've got on the top here is present, cake, beverage, and hat.
That's good one, they're good.
There are drawings.
I like that.
Just to keep it...
I like the birthday cake one, that's quite good, actually.
So how it works is, we'll take it in turns to choose like the numbers, etc.,
Okay.
and the item, and then but we all answer the question.
Interesting.
That's-
I like this. I
how it
like
works.
this.
This is a good...
And then we will get to a point where like I'll give up and then start just reading out the questions because like we start I've started forgetting the numbers we've already done. But I guess ladies first.
Ladies
Well,
first.
okay. Okay, thanks. I'll go with the cake.
Of course.
CAKE, and then 4, 7, 8, or 6.
I'll go for 4.
4, and then 4, 7, 8, or 6.
I'll go for 6.
Okay.
Ooh.
What is your most romantic experience?
Oh. Well. Goodness me, romantic experience. This is quite a tough one.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it tough?
Yeah. It's
Why? You saying I'm not romantic?
No, but like, you're always romantic. You always buy me flowers and
Yeah.
stuff. Well, because I make you, but
Yeah, sometimes she buys them herself and then goes, you bought me flowers, and I didn't.
or I'll buy him beer and he buys me
Yeah.
some flowers. But I think maybe he sent on my birthday last year, he sent me some flowers to my house. That was quite romantic. We went to Believe It or Not, didn't we? You know, the place in London. That was fun.
That wasn't that romantic.
It wasn't
though.
romantic, but it was like, oh, they're weird.
There was just like a two-headed cow and a really tall man.
Yeah, it was quite a romantic trip. No?
Yeah, no,
What did we do? Did we do anything in the summer that was romantic?
not really. I made you.
Oh, he made me a quiche on Valentine's Day last year. He actually handmade me a quiche with pastry, and then put chorizo on the top in the shape of a heart.
Do you like quiche?
I love quiche.
Okay.
I love a quiche
And
Lorraine.
Quiche is always a little bit
And
like
chorizo.
She loves
the
it.
one that is left at the
Obviously, I'll be there first. That's the first thing I go for. And it was in the shape of a heart, so chorizo on top. And I didn't realise that it was in the shape of a heart, so I just ate all the chorizo off, and then that was quite
So just to clarify for the listeners, you two go out.
Yeah.
We do go out.
How long have you been going out?
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah,
We keep changing the dates of the anniversary because
because it was convenience and
it's
stuff.
convenient, and April's convenient
Yeah, April 1st.
because my dissertation's in.
But then do you like fool each other on April the 1st?
That's why I wanted to do it as well, because then like it's two birds with one stone, isn't it?
Yeah. But we're going to Amsterdam for a 1 year, aren't we?
Oh yeah,
Which I bought.
yeah. Thank you for that. That's the most romantic thing.
There we
If
go.
that was my question.
There we go.
I suppose I have to. I got told off 1 week because I don't answer the questions.
Oh, you need to
So
answer
yeah.
the
I answer.
question.
But
Can't very romantic. What? It's the most romantic thing someone's ever
Are
done.
you the romantic?
I am, but I don't get given much opportunity I guess I only ever had like one girlfriend, and
Okay.
it was quite a long time. It was like a 2-year-long relationship.
That is long.
But we like broke up like a year ago. But I suppose all the romantic stuff was done in that relationship.
Yeah, that's still romantic stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Buying flowers, I think, is always a romantic thing, though. Or chocolates, or just buying them. But did you ever like buy them something just spontaneously? Just like, oh, I bought you something, not for no reason, but I just bought you something.
That happens quite a lot though.
Yeah, see, I think that's quite romantic. I think that's the most romantic thing.
Yeah. Have you ever bought anything weird?
I've like I do civil engineering, so I bought a Civstock hoodie, but she like that's kind of like not.
Did she do civil engineering?
No, she doesn't.
So why did you buy?
She's a child nurse at South Bank, so
you bought a civil engineering hoodie?
But well, she's an idiot. Like, also, it's tactical because we know that girls steal clothes. So she would have taken mine anyway.
That's very true.
I love how that's what you like civil engineering.
But yeah, civil engineering hoodie. But no, that's probably like the weirdest thing. I've done all the sort of like grabby stuff, if you like.
Grabby?
Like, you know, like I've done like in my house last year. I did like this drawer of stuff, and it was filled with bits and bobs that she required for like when she came, like cycle items and like I think these things were really awkward to buy. Like dry shampoo and like there was nightwear. And those kind of things. But that was done.
And a civil sock.
Yes,
What would she want?
Some civ sock underwear, you know.
But I'm quite good with dates, so. But even though I don't get the opportunity to go on very many, but I do I come up with good ideas. For
How do you wow a girl then? On a
it depends who it is, because you can't like take like.
Do you go on a meal or do you do something?
Do you
take them to a civ sock lecture? Is that?
It'd be like one day you can have a hoodie.
one day you'll be hoodie level. I do like the meal thing. I do the meal thing often. It depends how much time we have, because usually I do like doing something, and it's usually something that isn't like your conventional thing. So even if they think I'm like a rubbish date, they still had
a good experience.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
So like I don't know. It depends. I've done like I think the zoo's a good one.
Yeah, we
that's
haven't
really
been
good.
to the zoo
I've not been
yet,
to the zoo yet. I really need to go. I love going to the zoo.
We've like done some.
We went to Ripley's, believe it or not.
Ripley's.
That was weird.
We had Book of Mormon thing, but that was
Book of Mormon. You know the musical.
very funny.
We went to go see that.
Funny.
That's really good. Recommend that.
We usually we'll do an event or do something and then go for dinner afterwards or before.
Yeah, but yeah, doing something's a good thing.
Yeah, I think doing something is a lot.
So have you taken a girl to the zoo?
No, but
if it's something that you would do, it's in the pipeline.
Yeah,
it's in the pipeline.
So, ladies, that'd be saying text in if you want to go to the zoo. No, that would be saying in the pipeline. But I've done stuff like, do you know? So I've done the meal thing. Do you know a place called Five Guys? Like,
the burger place.
Yeah. So I was taking a girl there because like. It's a nice place to go, and it's a bit different.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
And then afterwards, I went like around the corner from Five Guys in Covent Garden.
Yeah,
it's like an ice cream store that does it gives you ice cream all flavours you want.
Is it Snog?
No, it's not.
That's frozen yogurt.
It's Italian-y name.
Oh, interesting.
And it's like, and they shape it in like a flower.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So you've had like the burger.
Romantic and tasty.
The flower.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
What more could you want? They're having one now in Uxbridge, isn't there? There's going to be Five Guys where the shooshes.
No, Baruch. You know Baruch?
It's closed down and now it's going to be a Five Guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
in either like Easter time or summertime.
How exciting!
I'm going to so be out of pocket.
I'm not sure why they've chosen Uxbridge.
It's a very clever idea though, because but Red Island's going to go down the pan, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely.
All them.
Apparently there might be a Wagamama's as well soon.
There is.
In-
Apparently there is going to be one.
Yeah, in
Chimes.
Uxbridge as well.
Mm.
We're going up in the world.
Going up in the world, yeah.
I like how we're just like saying brands. Just like this,
Oh no,
we're just
we're
listing brands.
we're advertising the area, so it's okay. We're advertising the area.
Okay.
Advertising for it
So
now.
back to the it's your go, Jack.
Okay. What are my options again?
So you got cake, beverage, hat, or present.
All beverage.
BEVERAGE. 1, 3, 2, or I haven't numbered that one. How have I not numbered one?
Can I have the one that isn't numbered?
Yeah, you can have the one that isn't numbered.
But I don't know what number that would be.
5. 5. Well, at least we know we've done that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 7, 6, 4, 8.
7.
Okay. What is the funniest thing you have ever done drunk?
God. Because the thing is, if you do something drunk, it's at the time it might be the funniest thing you've ever done drunk, but then the next day it's just the stupidest thing you've
Yeah,
ever done
you tell
drunk.
people, and then they're like, "Yeah, great."
But like I don't tell people, and people tell you. That's what happens. Is that people end up telling you the funniest thing I've ever done drunk. God, that's a really good question. I think all the funny things that I've done haven't been drunk. I think all the embarrassing things that I've done have been drunk. God, I genuinely, I might have to think about that one.
Okay.
Because it's hard to remember stuff when you are drunk.
Yeah, that's true. Haven't you, like, when you were in Thailand, have loads of, like, pen on your face or something?
Oh no, I've got a good one.
Okay.
I did have tons of pen on my face, but that was like, well, that wasn't necessarily drunk.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't necessarily drunk.
Okay. But you got a drunk
I was
one?
on shrooms at the
Okay.
time. I was on shrooms, but I was also very, very drunk. Are we allowed to talk about this?
I don't know.
Can we talk about shrooms? Magic mushrooms? Is that like a... I mean, it's kind of like... At least it's a natural drug, isn't it? So it's not like... I mean, you can just pick them if you wanted them.
Well, carry on then. you carry on and don't blame me.
But to be honest, that wasn't particularly funny. I just put like I had tons of face paint on, and my friend was like having like a bad hallucination, and I kept like trying to scare him, and he pretty much had a panic attack. But
Horrible.
but I guess one of the funniest things was just in first year, on the way back from Liquid, probably I just took a for sale sign, a sold sign out the front of someone's garden, like on the way back from Liquid. You know what we're talking?
Yeah.
And it was just this massive for sale sign, this massive like I don't think it was new paper, it was something like that, and like I literally just got it out of the ground, and in my room then for the rest of the year was just this like
Big for
5-6 foot for sale sign. I thought it was one up from the traffic cone. But that's probably the funniest
Quite
thing.
extreme.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything funny drunk?
I feel like I've done. I get a bit like when I'm drunk. Sometimes I get a bit more like, not like. Wait, I'm doing a weird action here, but
You bite people.
no.
Right.
I get a bit more like confident and like. If someone's annoying me, I will tell them and stuff. Whereas in like normal real life, I won't tell them. But like when I'm drunk, I will push them. I'll be like bite them. No, I've got my classic story of first year, which I tell everyone because it's a great story. But it's not really funny. But I got called a legend afterwards from tennis, so I guess it's quite funny. But we were doing pub golf. And I realised, hey, I can down a pint. So obviously I was like, look everyone, I can down a pint. So I started downing all these pints in different pubs and stuff. And then I was winning. And then we got to Liquid and it was like 10:30, you know, when you have to go in for if you're a sports team member or whatever. And they wouldn't let me in because they were like, you're too drunk. And I was like, it's okay, I'll go home. Got on the taxi and then the guy started driving me home, and then I was like, you're going to have to stop, I'm going to be sick. Then he didn't stop, so I was sick in a bit in the taxi and then on the street. And then this stranger came up to me and was like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just being sick. And he was like, the guy And I was like, I'm just going to Brunel. And then the guy was like, no, you're not. I don't know where this taxi driver is taking you because you're nowhere near Brunel. And I was like, what? That's weird. But then the guy was like, I'm not leaving you here. And then was like, I've rung the police. I was like, why have you rung the police? And he thought that I'd been harassed. So he was like, I've rung the police. I thought you'd been harassed. I'm not leaving you with this taxi driver. I was like, oh my God. So I start crying. And then my trying to ring my flatmate. I was like, get me. And she was like, who are you with? I was so drunk. I just didn't know what was going on. Police turned up. I had to get back in the back of the van, and then they took me to get some money for the taxi driver because I threw up in his taxi.
But he was like dodgy.
I know, but he just literally just like he was sat in the taxi whilst I was just being sick, and I was kind of passing out on a shop wall, and then I got in the police van. They drove me back to Brunel. They put me on file. I was sick in an evidence bag, and then they gave me a spare one as a souvenir. And then they were like, "Oh, we'll ring you up tomorrow. We don't want to see you out again." And that was. And then I told everyone. And then I told everyone the next day, and they thought it was a great story.
It's a good story. I prefer your subway story.
What's that?
You know when she came back
That's not
from...
funny. That's...
Yeah, she came back from academy one night. I hadn't gone out, and I don't know why. I can't remember why.
You were not feeling very well.
I wasn't feeling very well, so I hadn't gone out. And then she came back with this massive subway, and she just thanked, and then she locked me out of it.
It was a meatball Mariana.
It's a meatball marinara.
Marinara.
And I asked for a bite, and I was like, "Oh, can I have it?" And she went, "No, you can't have a bite." She made me leave her room while she ate it, not allowing me any bite whatsoever.
Oh my God!
Right, and then the next day, she went, "Why the hell did you let me eat that?"
I know, but I was being sick. I threw it all up, didn't I?
You threw it all up. You wouldn't give me a bite, and you actually locked me out of your room while you ate it.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your...
Mine? I do what you do, I guess, where I get confident. Like, I become a bit more cockney as well.
Do you?
I'm sort of like this, like, geezer. The last time I was properly drunk was when I went to Surrey in first term to see a friend at the university, and like she's like a best mate from home.
Yeah.
And we got really drunk, but I didn't know any of her flatmates and stuff. And then I got pussy rat-arsed, and then I was just like I get really you know, do like stand up, right?
Yeah.
So I was doing that, I become that person, but a bit more confidence, because on stage I'm still nervous. When I'm drunk, you don't really care. So I'm just sort of like, I think I had a conversation with one guy about Only Fools on Horses in Surrey. I remember that because he apparently asked Nicola, who's my best mate from asked her, was that your boyfriend last night? And she was like, no. And then he was like, I was going to sync my visits because he wasn't a flatmate, he was the boyfriend of one of her flatmates. She's like, I was going to sync my visits with him. Like, he was hilarious. I don't remember what I said, but apparently everyone found me hilarious. So
that's always great though. That's better than them being like, oh, he was horrible, he was annoying. He
was embarrassing. That's better than when people are like, I'm embarrassed for you.
You know what? Like, you know when you're on a night out and then stories sink, but you don't realise that you've had an influence on someone else's night.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean. So there was one night where last year in the house where my mate went out but got really drunk and then came home and he had do you remember there was a burger van on campus last year?
No.
Oh, there was a burger van on campus late that opened late last year.
Really?
We weren't living on campus last year, but still, but I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, and it was for the first term, so it wasn't long.
Oh, okay. But maybe I think I might remember that.
But so my housemate ordered this burger, and he got in, and he left it on the stairs, and I came home 20 minutes after. I saw this burger on the stairs, and I was like, there's a whole burger on the stairs, and it was still hot, and I was like, I'm eating this burger. I was pretty drunk as well. So I ate this burger and binned it and stuff. And woke up in the morning and he was like, and he explained his story and how he went up to this burger van and asked for their big ass burger. Because there was this bucket list for the house where you had to go up to a burger place and ask for their big ass burger. The person spelt it wrong. And he did it and he got this burger and then he didn't eat it. And then he was like, I don't know where it went. how did it get eaten? Like, what happened to this burger? And I was like, I don't know.
You just act innocent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's brilliant.
But was it a good burger?
It wasn't a good
No.
burger. It was like, do you remember Pronto's? It's like one of them burgers.
Yeah, oh, it's a shame. But it's a free burger.
Yeah, it's a burger. I mean, you're not going to let that, like...
At the time, though, like, surely you must have been like, somebody could have spat in this.
Well, like, I kind of inspected it a bit, but it was like...
Yeah.
It was just like there.
Just there, yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Same.
I think, like, I would definitely eat it, but there's part of you that must go, this is a bit too good to be true, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're like, what is someone filming this? Yeah.
A bit too good to be true. I would have thought he would have guessed that it was me or something, but
We need to start doing this.
Yeah.
Jingles.
Jingles, yeah. No, I usually have a new jingle every week.
I like it. I like the idea. We tried, but just never worked.
I know.
You did one, didn't you? You do your jingle now that you've got.
No,
Oh.
no. I'll do my jingle if you do your share impression.
No.
Okay, then that's the deal. Anyway.
Yeah, back to the game.
Do you want to go?
This is new. Yeah, why not?
Right. You can have beverage, hat, present, or cake.
I'll go for hat.
Tea. What number?
I'll go for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
8.
Okay. You probably know what the questions are.
I don't remember the order.
What is the thing that annoys you most about life?
There's a lot that does.
Yeah, me too.
Because I spend the first half an hour of my show doing rants. It's like, do you remember? Have you seen the Family Guy episode where Peter does a grinds my gears?
Oh yeah.
It's basically that for the first half an hour of each show. And like earlier today, I was just talking about how like patronising like sign up forms are for like having an account online.
Oh god.
So I was talking about that. So there's a lot that does, but I don't know what annoys me most. Like I guess like shallowness, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't get like there's a massive Tinder craze at the moment. Do you guys know what Tinder is?
I do, but I don't know how it works. I don't know really about
I don't
it.
get how it works, but there are people that I'm friends with, and I'm on it, but I'm on it for fun. I was on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But, no, seriously, like my advert, I've got an advert for the Joe Gentleman as my bio and stuff. But even that, there are photos of me on it, and like it is literally like a vanity thing. Like,
Yeah.
Because it's like
how
match
you
yourself
look,
up with people. Like
like
you
how
tick
you-
or you don't.
Yeah, you swipe right or swipe left. Right for like and left for no.
Yeah.
And like you just like
Judging someone from the...
Yeah.
Well, my friend's in a photo with pool pots, and he's a gymnast, so he's got his stomach out basically, and he's got like over 150 matches.
Wow.
And then like there's me who has 4. 2 of them I know. So I don't get like, but then in general in life and stuff, like I don't get it. Like you see it on like I'm watching First Dates at the moment. Do you know
Oh,
the TV
love
show?
that.
Oh yeah, we saw that
Program.
date. Yeah.
So I'm watching that, and like each one of them. I don't know if you noticed. Each one of them said they're not the usual type I go for, and I'm like, what does that matter?
But the thing is,
Yeah.
I always think with that, they're like, oh, it's not the usual type of person I go for. And then I'm like, that's why you're like probably on this program and stuff, because you're going for the wrong people. Like you've just said it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I don't understand either.
Oh, it's like when women go, oh, I like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Sorry for the language, but like oh, no, he's too nice. I like a bad boy, and then they get like annoyed if like they cheat or are not very nice.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I completely agree. I just don't get it. I just don't. What? Exactly. I mean, like even like for example, there's going to be someone that treats someone like an arsehole, but then you're going to have like someone that's like, and they could have like 6-pack and like slicked hair, a lot of money and all that, and then there could be like a genuine guy who like is just like good, like cool, long term kind of thing. Like, because at the end of the day, like we gotta settle down. Not obviously not now, but like at the end of the day, that's what you're leading up to. Because I mean, like all the girls and guys you'll get through.
Yeah.
In life, and like you're kind of like trial and error in that, really.
Yeah.
Until the point when you're like, actually, there's no.
I know what you mean.
Like,
I find that with Take Me Out as well.
Yeah.
With Take Me Out, they are so picky with the poor guys that the poor guys go on there and get judged by all these girls who are so like high maintenance, and some of them not really with it either, because they're quite.
And they turn the light off, and it's like, I didn't like the colour of his car.
Yeah.
So I've got a white car as well, and I didn't think it would go.
Yeah, or they're like, oh no, I need to be the priority, or something like that. And you're like, oh.
So you big Take Me Out fans?
I like to watch it because I find it like awful.
It's awful, but it's like a doner kebab. It's like it's awful. You regret it, and it's everything that's bad with the world, but you enjoy it at that moment. For that hour, you enjoy it, and then you're like, okay, but I knew that was bad. You know it's bad, but it's.
I love Paddy McGuinness.
Yeah,
He's the only guy on TV that I think can generally, like, within like 2 seconds, just cheer me up. Like, literally just watch him, and he's just so funny. Like I don't know, even even when he just takes the mick out of the girls, like it's just so.
He has to.
He has
but
to.
you see him sometimes when he's like, let the sausage see the roll or whatever, and every time he says it, you kind of see him die a little. He's like, oh, and he's like takes away his finger, and he's like, oh
no, yeah. I don't know who, right? Like, did you see the one like the other week where the guy came out as Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a producer's decision, surely.
Yeah, I know.
Like, hey, you look like Austin Powers. And he's like, I'm hoping his reply was, yeah, baby. And then he's like, just agreed to do it.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the mini, I was like, oh, sugar.
I know.
They set them up to
Blackout.
fail, don't they?
They do, but like some of the guys on there just I don't know. I don't like a man who's like wears blazers and shirts and is really like vain in the way they look. So I don't like.
I don't wear blazers and shirts.
No, I know, but
yeah, no, like, so is Tinder like a hookup thing, or is it like a dating thing?
Have you? There's a thing I played the other week on the show called Tinderella, and it's on YouTube, and it's where they've made a Disney style version of a typical Tinder story.
Oh, that's brilliant!
And basically, yeah, it's about like a girl called Tinderella and a guy called it's called The Prince in it, but it's called Prince something, and like how they like match on Tinder, and like it's quite funny, and how they like meet, and there's like birds that sing and stuff in it, and it's quite funny.
Oh God!
I
want to see that.
But that basically summarises.
Really, oh, that's brilliant. I have to see that
because people like why don't like the other week I actually played a feature called Take Me Out with the two girls that came on. And it's called Take Me Out Celebrity Version, and then we like it was at the time when Justin Bieber was in prison and Duncan for Blue was in Big Brother, so we had time to do those two. And they were like they obviously both went home alone because they're probably most awful men on the planet.
Do you know, I used to fancy him a lot.
What, Duncan from
Lee?
What with Lee? That's what I meant. That's what I mean. I mean Lee. Sorry, Lee Ryan. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Lee, I used to fancy him a lot. He lives in Oxford near us, actually, doesn't he? And I've seen him about sometimes. I've been like, I saw him at this is going to sound very, very middle class. I went to a Jamie Oliver festival called the Big Feastival, and it's like a festival of all like organic foods and stuff in Alex James's garden. Backyard.
In his back garden?
Yeah, it's his back garden.
Oh my
it's a
God.
Field. It's really like got celebrities there, and it's Jamie Oliver's there showing like people how to cook all these organic foods and stuff. Anyway, he was there, and I saw him, and I was like, oh my god, and I just stared at him, and my friend was trying to like be like, don't look at him. I was staring at him so much. He walked past and kind of, you know, when they like clock eyes with you and like, okay,
why are you
you're a bit weird. You're a bit of a weirdo, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I just fancy him a lot.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh no! It's that. It's that midweek midweek show. Middle of the show joke time.
I actually thought that was going to happen. Like, oh my god,
And
what was that?
it's a feature I do every week. It's only like a 2-minute feature, but it's the midweek joke. Because people, again, feedback from the show was that I do one-liners on stage, but don't do one-liners on my show. So
Yeah, we haven't heard any of your comedy stuff yet.
So I do a joke in the middle of the show. So this week's joke, and brace yourself for this, is I've got jingles to help me out with this feature. This week's joke is, what do you call a man with no arms and no legs in a swimming pool? Bob.
Oh, God.
Wow.
That's done.
Bob. I like that joke though.
Yeah, so I did that in the show. So I did the last probably stand-up thing I did. I did Comic Relief last year for RAG, that thing in the Academy, but I've not done anything since then. I did Bruno's Got Talent and got to the final.
That's good.
That was pretty cool.
They need another
Who won it?
performance.
Some singer lady. Singers always win, don't they?
Yeah, it's like, what's the point in having a Got Talent if you're always going to pick a singer?
Like,
Do the X Factor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It depends on the type of singer though, because I think like if they're doing opera, that's fair dues, but like if they're doing like pop and stuff, like get off the show. I'm gonna whiz through these now. Let's see what we got. What is your best chat up line?
Grab your coat, you've pulled.
Is that or favourite chat up line if you've got one?
No, that is. I've never used it, but that's my favourite.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, that's my favourite one.
I don't imagine girls really doing this.
No.
What was one that Louise put on Facebook the other day? Roses are red, violets are blue. Get in the back of the van. That's my favourite.
This was inspired by the Egyptian fella on First Dates this week, where he.
Of course.
Did you see her reaction though? He goes to the girl.
About an
you
angel.
remind me of a parking ticket, and she's like, "How do I remind you of a parking ticket?" Like, gets really angry, and he's like, "Because you've got fine written all over you," and then she laughs. But it was just the quality of her reaction was just so good, like just how like vulnerable she was to that.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of a chat up line.
No,
I always find it like, oh god, no, and then no.
This was the discussion because we did the Valentine's Day show last week, and this was the discussion, and we like played like there's that Australian guy that does pranks, and he like goes around, and he's done this thing where he does 100 chat up lines to girls. And he's done stuff like quotes from films, like I'm a big deal, like from like Anchorman and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what mine would be. There was a good one, like you must be from Tennessee because you're the only 10 I see. I think it's a good one. I like would you like an Australian kiss? And like they used to say like what's that? And you go, it's like a French kiss but down under.
Have you ever used any of these?
I've not used any of these. I've probably used like a few, but like I sort of like mix them into situations. So like the other day I was being smooth and I did so a girl messaged me saying I'm tired, and I replied with I'm tired too. Maybe we should sleep together. Which it's not
smooth,
that kind of
very smooth.
It's not that kind of like relationship. Like, so those kind of things can be passed through without much like hindrance on how we think of each other. But I thought that was a good one. I don't know if I'll ask this one. What was the worst gift you've ever got for your birthday?
God.
It doesn't have to be this year. Generally, like.
What's the worst gift I've ever had? Just thinking.
Gift.
Jack got me last year an imposter puzzle. So I hate puzzles.
Yeah, I've been given one of them before.
My mum loves a puzzle, but I hate a puzzle. And you bought it for me, and on it were Brussels sprouts and baked beans, and it was just Brussels sprouts and just baked beans, and it was like an imposter puzzle. That was something else. And actually, you've bought me a China pug.
Yeah?
That was
the
weird.
rage.
It was like, you can actually buy them in Urban Outfitters now, but they are ugly. They're like a little pug, but China. And it was like...
ceramic type thing.
Yeah. It's not nice. And I have to have that in my room.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, I can't think of the worst present I ever got, because
You like anything, really.
I think I like anything, so I'm easy to please. But I'd say those are probably the worst gifts I've ever given.
You're like, I thought you liked pugs. I was like, oh no, oh god, I'm gonna have to keep that now. But I might just like never bring it up and stuff, and then just give it to charity again without you knowing. Sorry.
Okay. What about you?
The worst, for my 16th birthday, which is kind of like a big deal, like, I got pirate DVDs and a Hawaiian shirt. Like, you know, like the floral shirts. Yeah. One of them and pirate DVDs. Like, so like in the cellophane from, like, my family.
Oh.
That's genuinely what happened for my 16th birthday.
What was there a story behind the presents, or was that just they felt like...
No, I kind of didn't ask for anything, which was probably the error of my ways, really.
Yeah.
Like, because I would, like, sometimes I sort of don't really care, like,
yeah.
Also, or I want something really expensive, and then, like, which I'm just like, nah, don't worry about it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Get it in time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she got...
That's quite...
Did you wear the Hawaiian shirt?
I've worn it on stage before, so it did come in handy in that sense, because I did a summer showcase, so it was like, I can finally wear something. I can finally wear this. It has had its use, but yeah, polite.
Oh god, that is the pirate DVDs. I think that's...
Why can't you go down like HMV and get some other DVD places to get some like proper DVDs?
Yeah.
To be fair, they were like the latest films, but like they could have like gifted me some like Odeon card or something.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's brilliant. Do you want to go to the cinema? Tough luck.
That's like, yeah. Okay, shag, marry, avoid.
Oh god.
I think you're going to like this. Talisa, Katy Perry, or Simon Cowell?
I'm going to marry Katy Perry.
Go on.
What was the other one?
Talisa and Simon Cowell.
I'm gonna avoid Talisa. Yeah.
And shag Simon Cowell?
Yeah, I'd rather than Talisa, I mean.
Yeah, she does give a crap blowjob.
That's true. That's true.
There it is, there we have it. Don't know. Yeah. But Katy Perry, I'd marry her. Yeah.
Wouldn't she like piss you off?
No, I really like her actually. She's my guilty pleasure.
Do you like Katy Perry?
I do, like, I would, but like...
Would you marry her?
No, I wouldn't marry Katy Perry.
So you married Talisa? Or would you marry Simon Cowell? He is the richest.
He is true.
I think, like, you know, Simon Cowell, like, wouldn't give a shit, like... give her... I didn't say that word. Wouldn't care, because you know, what's her name is Sunita.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's banged loads of birds. So like, if you married him, you'd get his money, but you wouldn't get his time, and that's kind of like an idealistic situation. Like,
that's very true.
So you'd marry Simon Cowell?
I'd probably marry Simon Cowell, yeah, and then I'd shag Katy Perry. And then avoid Talisa.
Avoid Talisa. Is that based on video evidence?
That's based on video evidence. What's a terrible video? What would you do?
I think I'd marry yours. I think you make a good enough argument to marry Simon Cowell, actually, there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not. And you could go on his yacht.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. It's like the woman now he's had a baby with, isn't it? Yeah. She's not even divorced properly to her other husband, and has already had... Apparently she was desperate for a baby, because, like, now she's got Simon Cowell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a boy and stuff like that, so it's obviously...
I think it's going to be a strange kid.
Yeah,
He's going to be a really strange kid.
Eric.
Is it Eric?
He's
It's called
called
Eric. Oh my
After
god.
his dad.
Is it what?
His dad was called Eric.
Oh, Simon's dad.
Oh, Simon's dad. I was like, is Simon called Eric in real life?
No.
No, so yeah, because you were talking about Talisa yesterday on the show. So yeah,
Oh, God.
Poor Talisa.
I know, I saw her at Wireless, and I was, like, eating a wrap for Heater thing in the corner. No one was watching her, and before they were like, and Talisa's here. Everyone booed. Everyone booed her, and then...
I strongly disagree with her doing a family TV show. It's almost like what, didn't one of the Kardashians do Bruno's Got Talent? Britain's Got Talent.
Really?
Or someone who's done a sex video did it as well, and it's like you can't have those people on really. Like,
No.
Yeah, I know.
their talent isn't really like
Exactly.
transferable skill.
Oh, no, that's...
It's true.
She's
These
Talisa's
people are like
banned on
judging
our
as
show.
well, like they should be the people we're judging.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
But
I'd like to see what they could do.
Yeah, well, we've seen. Some cases. We've seen.
have you? I take it you haven't seen this video then? Like,
I've
not
seen it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. At first I didn't know what was going on, and then, yeah.
Well, no one did. I mean,
She didn't know what was going on.
there was the beginning bit, like
You're doing a review.
Analyze this video, like the whole of it. What the hell? Like she's just for the first bit, she's like hitting herself with it, isn't she? Like what on earth is going on there?
I think it's just when the one boob comes out.
Yeah, I was like, doesn't she hit the boob as well?
Yeah, she does, yeah. She does.
There's nothing really you can say about that, really, other than she needs to watch a few online tutorials, I think.
That's what.
She has not got talent,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
obviously.
Who's the rapper that did a review, what's his name?
Lethal Bizzle.
Lethal Bizzle. Did you see Lethal Bizzle?
Oh,
review?
Lethal Bizzle did a video about it, and he was like, technique's a bit, leave it.
Wait, hold on. Lethal Bizzle.
Lethal Bizzle on Talisa, and he's like, yeah, Talisa's video, man. It's a bit, leave it. Like that. It's,
How do you spell Talisa?
oh, that one. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
I think it's that one.
Should we get, is there any swearing in this?
There might be.
Oh, who cares?
Leave
it, yeah. Dance. What you saying though? Obviously, like, man, they done a little video blog 4 minutes still, obviously. Man, don't want to rinse the blogs, you get me? Man, want to do the blogs where man's got something to say, you get what I'm saying? So anyway, tutus now, leave it, yeah. Tutus now. Man's watching what? Barcelona. Quick Real Madrid team, Messi, last night. Man, get a little BB now. One of my boys hit me up saying, Biz, go on this little link here. Seen the link now. I'm like, alright, what's this? Go on the link now. Might see what? Talisa, some censored thing, not Talisa or something. So I'm thinking, what's this? So I'm thinking, leave it, cause this is some bogus thing. He's like, nah, man, trust me, cuz pay for it and watch it. I'm like, leave it, I ain't paying for that, but leave it, yeah? Tutus, nah. Man, wake up this morning on the Twitter as you do. Bare people at him, man. Blood, you seen Talisa sex tape? You seen Talisa sex tape? I'm thinking, what? Don't tell me that thing my man sent me last night was a real thing. Anyway, boom. Man went on paps.com, innit? Leave it. Tutus now. Man see the purple dingling. Lisa with the fucking velour tracksuit giving the swag brains. Leave it, yeah? Blood. Leave it, yeah? But anyway, shout out to Talisa. I think you're a great role model. Rating that, yeah? Nothing wrong with that. I ain't got a problem with that. That's, You get me? To work on the technique a bit though. Work on the technique. You get me? Leave it. But I ain't got a problem with that. Done no. Like, I don't think no man's got a problem with that. Leave it, yeah? But obviously the technique's a bit leave it. But, you get me? You just work on that a bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, so like, boom, twos, nah. I ain't even got a problem with them, man, no more. Cause like, I ain't care. I'm over that, but, you know what I mean? Old type Dappy, done no. Big up Daps, you get me? Obviously, yeah, me, I ain't got a problem with Daps, innit? We're doing a couple shows together, like, we're cool. I ain't got a problem with Daps and that, so. When I see you Daps, it's not a thing. Everything's blessed. It's not even a hype thing. It's cool. I don't even think I'm just gassing. It's cool. I ain't got a problem or issue. You know what I'm saying? Team Daps, you get me? Team Daps in the day, Dappy was like, he was carrying end-ups anyway. So, leave it, yeah? So shout out to Talisa. Work on the head game a bit. You get me? Work on that, man, because... You get me? You weren't ready. You get me?
Yeah. So, yeah.
That was basically
the
him.
Head game. Yeah.
All his videos are like that. You don't really know what he's talking about. He kind of goes on rambles, so he's like, I don't know. Yeah.
He just says leave it a lot.
He's like, leave it.
Yeah.
Dutch. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna have you. So, we were just talking there about the James Corden lip sync thing, and he's done this for the Cadbury's advert, and it is, you know, like, do you ever watch Gavin and Stacey?
Yeah.
And like he used to like bounce along and like do the singing with his cousin. Is it his cousin or sister? His sister.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's kind of done it again, but for Cadbury's. You know, whether it's set out or not, I don't know, but it is quality.
Is it new? It's the new video.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the, you know, like they're doing like, come on, let's boogie. That they've got that advert going on at the moment.
Are they?
Getting all the celebs to do it.
Oh, okay.
Like they got that guy in the office at the moment, and he's like on his office chair, while it's on hold, and the hold music is like, come on, let's boogie.
I've never seen it. I've never seen that before.
Oh. Anyway,
I don't have a telly. Well, we don't have one at uni, so I guess it's.
Oh no, 4OD has like pre-adverts, and they.
But we've got. I've actually got an ad block.
Tactical.
Yeah, an ad blocker.
Sadly, we've missed out on this.
I know.
But yeah, what's come off that is like loads of people doing it. Like there's do you know
Nick from The Apprentice?
Nick from The Apprentice.
Oh, is he doing it as well?
So he's in a lift here, and he's like just in a lift randomly, and it's obviously a Cadbury's advert because it's purpled out. Everything's purple. So he's just dancing in a lift. And
Still dancing. I tell you what.
And then
Cadbury Worlds
Kenny Brooks done it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Cadbury Worlds is fun. Have you been? Have you been to Cadbury Worlds?
No.
Oh, you need to go. It's so fun. You get loads of free chocolate.
Mm.
And there's a little ride.
Yeah. Definitely a bit. It's a good song. Let's.
What is it? Oh, the same song.
Yeah. So she just dances while the car's all up and up.
Okay.
But,
I bet she doesn't eat chocolate.
Yeah, she probably doesn't eat chocolate.
At least James Corden eats chocolate.
Yeah. This is the original video. These two they're called Baccara? I don't know. They're out of my generation. I don't know. I don't know who they are, but they are odd. This is.
But they like to be different.
They can't beat the gorilla thing. They peaked too early. They're the only people I think that make adverts the way that adverts should be made.
Yeah.
Because like you don't care about the products, you just care like
definitely.
It's like every time I see that purple, you think chocolate like Cadbury. Chocolate. So they might as well.
They've done well, haven't they? It does make you want to go get one. Go get a chocolate bar.
I definitely fancy a dairy milk now.
Yeah, exactly. It does make you. But I'm quite susceptible to adverts. Like if I watch an advert of a cereal, I'll go get some cereal just because I've seen it. So I'm like, oh, I want that. So then I actually go and get it. Yeah, I'm quite bad. That's why I've got ad blocks.
So otherwise you'd be buying all sorts.
No, not the makeup. No, that annoys me actually with the makeup stuff and the hair stuff because they're like, oh, and it's been tested and all this kind of stuff, and then like all these models look great, and you're like, well, you definitely don't use that.
And things with makeup, like, what is it?
What is makeup?
Like, what is it?
It's like kind of like paint.
It's like safe
It's like-
paint.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, like Japanese geishas.
Yeah.
I love a Japanese geisha, and they like have like white, put the white on and stuff.
Have you ever worn makeup, John?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've had to do. I've done it for like plays and stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I had to have like purpley eyes and stuff to be a villain in this like underworld thing we had to do once at school.
Shall I show you a picture of Jack in
No, don't.
I think haven't you done them? I've seen them in
eyeliner?
Oh yeah.
Well, no, this is like
It's an annoyingly common occurrence.
this is like full on makeup. Because the thing is, I think if he was to want to be a cross dresser, I would let him, because he looks so good as a girl.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
So
I didn't even have an excuse for this.
that's him with makeup on.
Does it confuse you?
Just look at that. Anyone would be jealous of those eyelashes. Just Savvy's just putting some makeup on him. I mean,
You do,
the eyebrows give it away, but
You look more like a.
look at that.
I think the beard gives it away, doesn't it?
Beard gives it away, and the eyebrows, but
It's something out of like like Alice in Wonderland or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
but I think he really suits it. And look, even him in a dress,
But would you?
him in a dress, it suits him though. He looks like. What do you think?
Is this what gets you going?
No.
Because she gets her kicks from this. That's what she gets her kicks from.
No, it's
me
basically because you just look so feminine.
Oh.
There's definitely something going on there.
No, it's because you look so feminine that I just can't
That
quite believe it. It's you.
I feel the same way about you sometimes.
Oh, that's so kind.
When you put makeup on.
Thanks.
on that note, there was something I wanted to do. I heard this yesterday, walking past the academy. Someone said it, and I went, "That is such a good idea. Why hasn't someone done it yet?" And it's something I want to start. So bear with me for this. And I want to call it Brunel's Best Bums. And this could work for guys and girls.
Oh goodness.
Because rugby guys get their arse out, as we've
Yeah,
all
that's true.
established.
That's true.
Like, there should be like, do you know what Rate Mash is?
No.
Something that caused a bit of stir at the beginning of this term. A website called Rate Mash.
Oh yes.
Which,
yeah. You know when it was like they took pictures off.
Oh God,
Facebook.
yeah.
Terrible. I don't even know how why.
How that was allowed to happen.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Were you on it? You know what I mean?
No, I was going to say I wish they, but not
Because you wouldn't know. Because you wouldn't know if you were or not, would you?
No, but I did go on it to see who it was, and it's like an odd bunch of people.
Yeah.
I don't think it's real. I think it's just they put them in any order.
Also, as well, if your stuff's public, then they can easily just get
Yeah,
you.
they just take a picture and they
Take
take
a picture.
your name and they're like, okay, you can use that.
Does it still exist?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
Girls will complain about it the most because obviously guys don't really care. But isn't it not flattering? Like to be
No, because it's like you didn't know about it. You didn't like.
if you're like number one, you'll be like boom.
No, because then it's like. Because it's like. I don't know. I wouldn't like it because it's like strangers rating you and like you haven't had permission and they've just gone onto your page and like if it was something that was actually
Tinder
like
or
accepted and like you were like yes okay I will be part of this, then maybe it'd be different. But I couldn't see a girl doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Girls don't want that brutal
judgment.
Yeah, that brutal
It's
judgment.
some like not to be like so nasty. Like some of the like contrast. You had like an absolute weldy, and then you had but then it was like number 2 was like whoa, and number like 3 was like oh, and you're like well,
unless they've seen that they were on there and then they kept going on it and rating themselves.
Do you rate yourself? I don't
know, maybe you could. I don't know. I don't know how it worked. I didn't actually. Did you rate anyone?
No, I've not. I've just
Yeah.
to see who's on there. Like, just bump myself up. Like, you can rate across universities and see who's the highest in in the UK.
Yeah.
Number like 20 was Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. So I don't like someone's actually made like the alias and tried to get that character to go.
Oh,
There's
God.
like this thing that JD Sports are doing, and they're like doing a public thing, so you can vote on who you want to be
Oh, yeah,
the
I've heard about this.
sponsor, or like who you want to be
Yeah.
the face of JD.
Yeah, no, someone status
Yeah.
that they're doing it.
They're like, follow it, or like this guy, and basically this guy, he's got his hair gelled on his forehead into like stripes, so it looks like a mouth kind of thing, and then he's like in this weird tracksuit and is taking his selfie, and he's like, yeah, I'm pretty much a babe magnet or something, says something weird, and he looks really odd, and basically he's winning, he's number one,
Yeah.
and JD Sports have to make them the face of it.
Yeah.
Like they have to, because it's a public thing. It's so funny. And he's got the most, because everyone's like, well,
it's like an ironic
teaches
thing.
you not
Yeah.
to make it public. Shouldn't leave those things to the public. Just take them in.
Yeah, I know. But to be honest, like, he kind of looks like, out of everyone, he's probably somebody that would use their services the most. Probably goes to JD Spot more than most people.
Yeah.
Especially like from his time.
Or they'll probably do it as like kind of a joke.
Yeah, maybe.
They'll probably be like, oh,
It's
there you
funny,
go,
though.
and then they'll attract attention because they'll be like, oh. Maybe that's what they'll do.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure
so I think we need to do like Bruno's best bumps, because you've got like random stuff going on at the moment, like Bruno, overheard at Brunel and stuff, and all those kind of
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And you've kind of already got this weight mash, but then you take a photo as you're walking around of a bum that you see.
John, you can't do... Just go around campus with a little camera taking pictures of
you
people's
got-
bums and then uploading it onto...
You can go up to the person and be like, can I take a picture of your bum? And then you can upload the bum, and then it will have no association unless you're wearing quite a distinct item of clothing that everyone, I know she wears that, or he wears that. Like, you just... And then, like...
I don't think girls are going to do it, though.
Please make it happen.
Winning bum.
Can you make that happen? I'm not going to help you, but could you make that happen?
And then ultimately, what you have is the best Bruno's best bum as the most, like, on Facebook. If you keep uploading them,
Yeah.
and then you have the
You
most,
can start off with like a Facebook page, couldn't you? And then
the most liked Bruno bum.
do it.
I want to see how this goes. I think
it's quite a funny idea, unless university dislike it that much that it gets shut down.
Probably would.
No one's going to be like go on it and go like and comment, oh my god, that's my arse. Like
Do you have to have permission? Is that the rule, or are you just going to go around slyly taking photos?
No, but like I don't really know if that's the rule. Like there might have to be some rules. I really thought that far ahead. There might have to be some rules because it's borderline perverted. To just be like, oh, let's get a photo of that bum. I mean, like generally you just sort of photo of the bum. And then, like,
I'm picturing you just running around campus, just like with the camera, just like on the slide, just taking
I'm just
photos.
going to be like the bushes out on the concourse, like.
Oh, wow.
But like, I'd have to take pictures of guys' bums as well. Like, and,
You'd have to, and with the...
and you get and then people will like them, and hopefully, unless they're that disgusted by the page. Well,
Would you take a picture of your own bum?
It's their own bum.
Would you take a picture
I
of
don't
your
know
own
if my
bum?
bum's the best.
If you put a picture on Facebook and then see how many people
You'd have to
like
start
it.
the craze.
You'd have to start it with your
You
own
can
bum.
like take all these pictures of other people's bums and then not
You'd
put
have
your
to
own
start
bum.
with your own bum. I mean, that's fair. That's only fair.
And then, like, people, listeners on YouTube will know that the first bum would be my bum.
Yeah, you've got
Well-
to fly the flag.
You've got to advertise it on your
It's
show.
obviously like bums with clothes on. Like,
Yeah, I understand that.
It's different with,
It's not like in the
guys, 'cause
gym
you can
or
sort of like
something.
you can sort of like just wear jeans and you don't really have a bit of a bum going on. But I mean, like, unless you're wearing like lycra, with girls they kind of like wear jeggings and stuff, so you're always going to get a little bit of bum. Like, so I think the girls' bums are going to be the best. This could be someone's dissertation. It's like anthropology or something, like, or psychology or something, like how people rate bums and whether the clothing they're wearing really influences the best bum.
I don't know, maybe.
Gosh.
Can you like the hashtags would just be like pretty cool as well, just like hashtag best bum and like hashtag bring it on.
They do it in Brazil, don't they?
What, wait, bums?
Yeah, they do. There's a show like the best bum in Brazil or something, and it's literally a bum, like Britain's Got Talent kind of thing, but with bums. And like they have to go, like, they do a catwalk or something, I don't know, and then they, like, show their bum off, and then they win the best bum in Brazil.
Maybe you'll
it's
watch that.
actually a programme.
Well, it's
you should
funny.
watch it.
Oh, it's a TV show. It's funny. I went to a dance-off, like, street dance thing that they do. Like, there's like loads that happen around London. I went to one with my sister once, and at the end, like, all the girls, like, there's these girls, and they basically shake for money. And
Oh my God.
they're just literally there with, like, whatever, you know, like, hot pants, you know, like, not very much on, basically, and then they just sort of just wiggle. And there's guys, the girls in the audience, but the girls are, like, mucking in as well, like laughing and having a bit of a laugh, and they'll just wiggle away until, like, someone, like, it's like they get gonged out, I think, like your wiggle shite, get out.
You wiggle.
Yeah.
Is it like a twerk?
I guess it's like, I'm in my head, I'm
Or does it
imagining
do the
a twerk.
shimmy?
But
Is it
like it's a little bit of a shimmy.
Beyonce does the shake.
A bit of a shake.
Wow.
So you get a little bit of.
It's really getting to learn about you.
But like, yeah. So Brunel's best bums.
You're listening to the Gentleman on Radio Brunel.
Ooh, that was cool. How did you do that?
The gentleman. It's just. I
How
think
did you
I
make
recorded.
that? How do you record it?
I think I recorded my voice and then I changed the stuff in Audacity.
How do you make your thing? You know, you did our faces.
Oh, like Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. Multi-talented.
Interesting. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, it's me. It's quite cool.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It was scary to see myself there.
Yeah. So we're coming to the final part of the show. 10 minutes, 9 minutes left. Yeah.
Oh God.
Have you had a good show?
Oh,
Excellent.
yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, it's been good.
It's been very fun.
Can we invite you on our show
Yeah.
next Tuesday?
Yeah, no, I'm up for that.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
What time's your show for the listeners?
Oh, it's 7 till 8:30, but it's meant to be 7 till 9.
But it's 7 to 8.
Sort of like one out material, like.
No, we didn't realise that there were people after us because we requested a 2-hour show, and then we had a 2-hour show, and now we don't because the people start turning up. But we weren't told.
They turn up like half an hour early.
They turned up at 8:30.
No, it's just been scheduled that way.
Yeah, it's been scheduled like that because there's like too many shows or something on Tuesdays, but
I see.
we still haven't got that sorted out yet.
But it's okay. We're
okay.
working with it. We're working with it. But
You can tell I'm a bit
she's
funny about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're seething. You're blood's boiling.
I sent an email.
But hopefully something will get
Reply
done.
from that email.
No.
Yeah, no, we can have you on the show and ask you about your bum obsession and
Yeah.
Can't wait. I can't wait to hear what Savio have to say about it.
yeah.
Is she quite feminine?
No. She'll probably be wanting to do it. Yeah, she'll be like taking photos.
She'll love it. It's a
of
fantastic idea. It's fun.
people in like Costa. Like,
How come she's in France at the moment?
she's just with family.
Just
As you do.
mid. Oh, she's reading.
Just it's meant to,
No,
cause
she
it's half
doesn't.
term for schools. So like, I don't know.
She should be here doing work, but
It's half term for schools, so I guess they've just gone when it's half term.
Oh.
Her family, but then
Okay.
she's gone. Yeah.
Oh,
it's alright for
right
some.
yeah.
Where's she gone? Where's she
I don't
gone?
know, somewhere in France.
Oh, Chamonix.
Yeah.
Have you ever skied, John?
I've not. No.
Does it appeal to you at all?
It does. I listen to your show, like, and you like always gone on about all the stuff you've done, and I'm like, you've done so much. No, but you done you go randomly to like do like see like show like the Mormon show. I was like, I've already gone see that. You were like, oh yeah, been on a white festival. I've been to V Festival for a day. That's the only festival I've done.
Really?
I only got a day ticket.
V Festival's quite fun.
V Festival is mental. It's fucking weird. It is crazy. Like, there's just... It's in Essex as well.
It's very...
Oh, it's in Essex.
yeah, it's very...
There's just bums and...
Your favourite day then, probably.
You see, that's what I'm saying. We could branch out. You could do like V Festival's best bums, and then you just have like...
Yeah.
I'd love to see in 10 years if you've made a career out of bums.
Out of bums.
Like online bum tycoon.
But I'm thinking people like not me taking photos of bums, but I mean, some of it might have to start that way. But people upload their bum.
It'd be a great app.
It'd be great,
if you made it into an app,
and then you could do like a Tinder thing with it, and then you could do like the bum or hate the bum.
Yeah, exactly.
And what waist are they? And then you could have like mutual waist size. It could
make it into an app.
Yeah,
it could happen. I think.
Bumder.
Bumder.
Yeah, Bumder.
That's great. Instead of Tinder, because then like you can't see it's literally just their bum, and then
exactly, and then that whole shallow thing's out the window.
Exactly,
because you're just waiting bums.
Exactly,
and like
Bumder.
Yeah, it would work as Grindr as well for like homosexual, bi-curious people. So like you could have like Bumder, and it could be for guys and girls.
Exactly.
And then like,
what is that in? Someone calls someone a bumder.
I don't know.
Someone calls someone a bumder. He's like, you bumder.
Probably like in between us, I think. Maybe
yeah, I think it is in between us.
Yeah,
there might be copyright issues, but we can see.
we can see if we can get a name.
The new Tinder
Not
Bumder.
for Flappy Birds anymore.
Did you play that?
Yeah,
did you like it? I didn't play it myself, but
I did. It was alright. Good for us to sort of go with the craze of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started one of my shows. I started like playing it for the sound effect. like crash. And I was like, oh. that was how I started like show 4 or something like that. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I never played it.
No, never will.
Never will now. Never will.
Have you seen like how much they're going for, like the tablets and stuff, and
That have it on.
Like one of them, the first one that was sold went for like $33,000. No, 50. It was high. It was $53,000 or something, and then this is higher than like this is like close to the parking space.
Oh god, yeah.
Like yeah.
Oh my god!
Mental amounts of money, and now that people are trying to like latch onto it, but they're like, I think people are losing money now, like because people like.
Exactly, yeah, and you don't like a second hand.
They probably did as soon as they shut it down.
With the game on, like.
No.
They probably did as soon as they were like, we've like, you can't get it anymore. Everyone's like, ah, and then after a day they're like, oh, what have I done? I've just bought a tablet with it on.
God. Yeah,
it's like everyone, like loads of people have downloaded it. It's got like over 10,000 downloads a day or something.
Yeah, no, he was making like
he was making loads of money,
Wow.
£90,000 a day or something.
That's really good.
You need to make an app.
Do you notice that he deleted the app, not like wire the income to a charity or something?
Yeah.
Like so he's blatantly just gonna like bring it back or something when he's like out of pocket. He's like, oh, I know what I could do.
Yeah.
Bring back the game.
But apparently there's tons of copycat games now. So
yeah,
exactly the same.
Bird, but it's not. It doesn't have that same appeal.
It doesn't have the same appeal.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's different or
because it's forbidden fruit. It's like
you drinking Tesco value like squash at the Robinson.
Yeah,
like,
you can't say exactly why, but there is a
there's a difference. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the show. So, it's time to say goodbye.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Really enjoyed it. I look forward to having you on the show.
Yeah, come on our show. Definitely.
And, goodbye from me.